Montana's Public Service Commission has lost a trio of court decisions on lawsuits saying it illegally undermined proposed wind and solar projects here in Montana. Now, two of those lawsuits, and maybe the third, are going to the Montana Supreme Court. MTN Chief Political Reporter Mike Dennison gives us a closer look at these cases and what's exactly at stake.
The lawsuits before the state Supreme Court involve small independent solar power projects who want to sell their output to the state's dominant electric utility, Northwestern Energy. A state judge this year said the PSC ignored the law that requires it to set a reasonable rate and contract terms for these projects when they've been unable to agree with Northwestern. Both the PSC and Northwestern have appealed the rulings to the Supreme Court, sparking criticism from those who won the suits.
Northwestern Energy is incredibly hostile to renewable energy. It just simply doesn't want to engage in the law, the legal requirements to invest in renewable resources like other utilities are doing cost effectively across the country right now. And the PSC is doing the bidding of Northwestern Energy.
Northwestern says the judge shouldn't be setting rates for these projects and that it's up to the PSC. A lawyer for the proposed Montana Sun project near Billings says the PSC keeps finding excuses not to approve favorable terms for the projects.
I don't know what it is to do at this point to hit that sweet spot with the commission where they're going to say, well, that's exactly what we need. But I suspect what they want is more fossil-fueled resources. And I just think that history is not in favor of that. I think that they're on the wrong side of history.
Commissioners, however, insist they are protecting consumers by setting rates not above the current market for power that could be purchased elsewhere.
Frankly, it was a matter of simply abiding by the law. You know, both Montana and federal law say that while on the one hand we have to encourage the development of renewables, we have to do it in a way that holds the ratepayer harmless with regard to costs.
But developers say the price they deserve and are asking for is a bargain for them and consumers. In the rate ordered by the court ruling, the Billings solar project would charge about $40 per megawatt hour, compared to nearly $60 or more for Northwestern's own resources at Colstrip and hydroelectric dams. Uda, the lawyer for Montana Sun, says it makes no sense, legal or otherwise, for the PSC to undercut these renewable projects.
We can get it at a cheap price, and it's going to promote rural economic development, which parts of the state badly need. I believe people want it here, and the only question is, why would you be against this?
As you can see, not a lot of agreement here on what the path forward should be for local renewable power projects in Montana. So it's down to the Montana Supreme Court to provide some guidance. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
A third lawsuit on small local wind-powered projects has not yet been appealed to the Supreme Court.